Welcome, everybody, to Saves Together, a podcast about playing games together. Whether that means co-op or passing the controller back and forth or just playing the same game at the same time, it doesn't matter how. It only matters that it's together, because...
if you save together, you stay together.
Hey, I'm Craig McGowan. That's my co-host.
Grace Novak.
And this is episode 11.
The E3 edition.
This is the E3 edition. E3 just wrapped up, if you ask me. I know that it's actually just starting, technically, but...
E3 2018.
E3 2018, we just finished watching the Nintendo Direct, and so all the conferences are done. There's about 87 of them.
Yeah, there's a lot.
They're all done, and now the show itself begins. You know, we'll start seeing more gameplay demos of everything, which is still exciting, but I feel like I remember a time when they used to announce more stuff throughout the week, and now it's really kind of small stuff on the Treehouse stream and stuff like that.
I don't remember that time, Craig.
I might just be misremembering E3.
I think that it was more of just like gameplay demos, and maybe stuff came out because people were playing
it was like
demos, and then they found out more stuff about the game.
Maybe, yeah. Anyways, this is going to be a little bit of a different episode. We're just going to kind of go over our experience with E3, because we went and we did some special-ish stuff, and also the games we saw that were co-op. Doesn't mean we'll do episodes about them. Doesn't mean either of us will really play them necessarily. But if it was co-op, I kind of want to talk about it.
And just games that we're interested in general too.
True.
At some point.
Maybe at the end there we'll just talk like what was your
most exciting game.
That's at the end. But for now, let's talk about how we engaged with E3 this year.
We watched a lot of streams.
So,
not always live.
Yes, like most people, we're just watching them from home. I actually don't think I desire to ever really go to E3.
Well, I don't really think it's meant for us.
No, I would say we're now closer-ish to the demographic of
people reporting on games,
semi-reporting or discussing the game.
But apparently nowadays it's a lot harder to get into E3 with a press pass.
Right, because now they want you to pay. I would assume.
If you're a smaller game journalist or company or whatever.
Right.
Probably. Where it used to be easier, and they would give anyone that applied one.
Yeah, like Danny's co-op blog. So for the most part, I was not home, so I was not able to watch things live.
Right.
So honestly, except for Sony and
Nintendo.
Devolver and Nintendo, I couldn't watch anything else live. So me personally, I had to stay the fuck off Twitter, the fuck off the internet in general, and hope to God no one at work or wherever I was would just be like, hey, did you see this?
I was at work all of Monday, so even though I had to either kind of sometimes watch it on mute or whatever, I don't really care if I'm quote unquote spoiled, because most of these, at least those press conferences on Monday before Sony, which we ended up going to the the live theater showing that they were doing all across the country, I wasn't able to watch them live, so. But I didn't mind seeing it on Twitter. I don't really care. But then, afterwards, we watched them this morning and just to make sure we've seen everything before Nintendo came on at noon.
And for me, I don't want to be spoiled. I enjoy the total package that they created to show the thing, and I don't want to know going in. That's why I was kind of bummed with this E3 being so leaky, felt like.
I feel like it's every year. It's pretty like that, though.
Yeah, but this
Maybe
one
most
felt
of the time
significantly more.
I don't know. It's hard for me to remember that far back.
Right. Generally, you get a lot more basically the Canadian Walmart thing and the Assassin's Creed keychain thing really blew a lot of surprises, and I think that could contribute to why I think this year wasn't that great. Not that
it could have been better, but
yeah, it could always be better, but also
could have been worse.
But also you have to take a step back and be like, it's a stupid commercial, So
one long weekend of commercials.
To be rating it as those sucked is really just not necessary. You can be disappointed in what you were expecting, and
I think it's interesting to think of it at the perspective of how they presented each of these things. And Sony's presentation was very different this year. They sort of went through this whole, and they explained this at the beginning, and they also talked about it earlier in regards to what games they'd be showing, but we didn't know going in, neither did the people actually at the press conference. They were going to be presenting it really differently with using the setting where they were showing the trailers to work with the setting of the game. So the very first place they had everybody in was a church setting, and then the first trailer ended up being in a church for Last of Us Part 2. Anyway, I just thought the pacing was really off because they had to cut between people moving to the next location, and they would have, the talking heads at the desk, and it really just slowed things down, basically.
Let's walk through them all sort of in order before EA's. The entire E3, everything, there really wasn't that many surprises, and a lot of stuff was larger explanation about stuff we already knew about or could kind of guess at, like the Division 2, you know what I mean? A lot of stuff that it was all cool and awesome information, but just like Sony's conference, it was just more info about stuff we knew about.
Right.
So EA, I can't remember a single thing that was really that cool. Unravel 2, I guess.
Oh, right. That was one of the first co-op games we saw from E3. So that looks interesting to me. And Sea of Solitude, which was, I mean, we don't know if it's co-op. It doesn't really seem like it, but it looks like a really interesting sort of indie game that I'm interested in, especially from the explanation the developer was giving, about this idea of trying to gamify feeling lonely. I find that really fascinating. But yeah, I'm totally interested in Anthem. Looks just like Destiny.
Then what was next? I guess Saturday would have been
then it was
Xbox.
Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft and Bethesda. Microsoft's was my favorite one because it was the most classic, just announcement, surprise. We'll talk about the games they showed there later.
Yeah, it was fine. It was just like a lot of the same sort of stuff as far as genre. But other than that, as far as presentation, it was definitely trailer after trailer, which was a more classic approach to E3 that a lot of the other press conferences weren't doing. So it was interesting.
I think that there weren't that many. I think Xbox had the most diverse range of games.
Only because they had the most games for sure. They had, at the very beginning, they're like, we're going to have 50 games. And I'm pretty sure they were close to it. I'm not going to sit there and count because, they had a lot of montages where they were just showing a lot of games, but I think they probably got close.
I feel them, but maybe Ubi would be second for most diverse just because, so maybe, having 50 skews it to that for me to feel that way. But like PlayStation's was almost all the same game, really, in a
Really? I don't think so.
Pulled back sense of just like a narrative, good looking cinematic game, like nothing.
So for you, when you think of a game, you consider it as far as like what's narrative or not? Like I'm trying to think of, because for me, it's more about setting. So the settings of all those games is completely different, which to me makes those games really diverse.
I guess I look at it like where like the story and the game and the cinematics all come together to make this really good package. But it's all very serious. Like Spider-Man's not quite that, but the other ones are very serious in tone. And I just love Sega, Blue Skies, and there wasn't a lot of that stuff this year.
So I guess in comparison to Xbox, I felt like a lot of them were also very like serious, and a lot of them were like similar settings and FPS. It was a lot of FPS and like those kinds of games.
Metro Exodus, Halo, but then you had
The Division 2, Lara Croft. Lara Croft's a little different, but yeah.
But Forza Horizon, Session, Battletoads, Jump Force.
Battletoads was funny because they didn't show any gameplay, which was fascinating. I was like, how long have you been working on this?
It looks like it might be cartoon. Like it might be 2D.
I don't know, because it was really just a trailer.
Yeah, it was one of those, here's the title.
Right.
And then that night was Bethesda also.
Which I thought was pretty good.
Was fine.
I think that was one of the best presentations as far as when they were talking about games. Todd Howard did a really good job of making Fallout 76 sound like something I might actually want to play.
Yeah. I think Bethesda opened weak. Andrew WK is like one of my favorite people. And I was like, this is kind of not.
It was pretty funny because the crowd was definitely not into it. Even though like you did a great job performing, but everyone in the crowd was like,
video of a field and a logo.
I just thought it was really unnecessary because we kind of already know it's coming, and I feel like people are going to be asking for it now constantly online.
Right. I feel like the idea was, hey, stop bothering us about this. It's coming. But then instead, now it feels like they'll bother you more because it's like, when are you going to show us the screenshots? When are you going to show us this, that?
That's true.
So I don't know if
that was on Sunday.
That was Sundays. Then Monday was Ubisoft, Square Enix, Limited Run. Well, wait, after Bethesda was Devolver.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Devolver.
And I don't have much to say about Devolver. We are not the target audience they decided to go for. I don't find their things very funny. I don't think the jokes are good.
It's supposed to be satire, and I get what they're going for, but it really comes off as like over the top, like they go too far. I don't know. It's not very funny to me.
They go too far over the top without having the style or whatever to support it.
Right.
Where Like,
and the writing is
like,
not
fuck the fans, you shit-stained dick lickers love this shit, don't you? Give us your money. Like,
right.
Now, the point is supposed to be like satire, like that's what companies are really thinking, you know, type thing. But it's like a lot of people probably just want you to like their game.
Right.
I don't.
Plus, they had a very similar one
And
last year.
it was the same damn thing. The only thing the only thing I sort of like, I like the concept. I don't like the execution. At the end, she gets like repaired and to be continued, right?
Right, they're doing like a story.
That's kind of cool. Like not now, I'm slightly not me really.
Now it's like wrestling, so you're a little into it.
Yeah. Now there's a fake ass story to be involved in.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't. Devolver isn't for me, I guess. I
think they're a good publisher. They do good games. Yeah. Just I don't think their conference is that great.
Metal Wolf Chaos, I hope, comes to a physical.
Oh.
And speaking of physical, limited run games also had a press conference, which was similar in aesthetic to Devolver without the violent and, you know, like cheesy, tacky, simple press conference in quotes. It was just on a green screen thing. But I like limited run a lot. I like to collect. I'm glad I don't want to collect all of them because they said they're at like 160 games. I just generally collect anything that seems slightly interesting to me, like that Ace of Seafood. I don't know what the hell that is, but I was like, I want it. It's weird.
And I've been looking forward to Iconoclast. Like I haven't played it yet, but now that they're coming out with physical edition, it makes me want to get that more. So because I'd much rather have a physical than a digital. Just
that's
fun.
That's what I love that happens. Though it's going to, and it already has started for me, where it's like, well, I'll just wait for the physical.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
right. But I'm okay with
announced.
that because it's like, well, I have so many games to play, so it kind of helps me. I don't need to have like a million games on the back burner that I'll never get to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. As far as what they announced, there wasn't too much that I'm interested in, which is totally fine because, as like you just said, there's so many games to play. Right. It's not like I'm bummed that they didn't announce stuff for me. The Vita read-only memory / Valhalla bartender thing, like 2-pack that opened, that looks cool. I want that.
Right.
And then we had Square Enix, which was really just a bleh. I don't know.
Yeah, there was they announced a new game, Babylon Fall, but we didn't really see a lot of it. But it could be interesting.
That's a platinum game, so
it's a new platinum game. That's why people are interested.
Okay. Let me see what that is.
And Dragon Quest, I'm still excited for, coming out in September. So then there was Ubisoft, which was
Ubisoft
a bigger conference.
Standard Ubisoft fare, which means we get the Just Dance number.
Oh yeah, Dancing Panda.
I decided that Panda was dope. I decided that if they ever stop doing the Just Dance stuff, I'm gonna be like actually a little bit sad.
Yeah, I'll be like wait,
for
where was
years
the
now
Just
I've been like, this stupid shit. What do I want this for? And now I'm like, yeah, this is Ubisoft. We're
Break
home.
it down. But they did some interesting things.
Yep. But again, all of it was sort of stuff we knew about, because not all of it, but
I'm trying to remember, but I don't really remember.
like Skull and Bones,
Assassin's
Beyond
Creed.
Good and Evil, Assassin's Creed, which was
Beyond
a
Good and
leak,
Evil.
so that was supposed to be a crazy reveal.
Right.
But Beyond Good and Evil, I'm very excited about, and it's co-op.
That's true.
But I think we are a long way away from that one, especially with what they were saying about crowdsourcing their own whatever.
Right.
We're a ways away from that, so I'm going to try to maintain hype levels, but
yeah,
I want to fly ships around as a monkey.
That would be cool. One day.
And then that puts us at Sony.
And we decided to go to one of the theater live showings that they were doing all across America in multiple theaters. And I do recommend trying this out because they're free tickets. So if you have like a theater that's showing it near you next year, this is the 5th year they've done it. So they seem to be doing it every year now.
And it was the 2nd year we've gone.
Right. The first year we went to the Times Square, and with this year we went to Union Square because they had 2 theaters in the city that they were showing it in this year. But it's cool because they're free tickets, and you get to see it live in a theater full of like hype people just like you, and they give you free stuff, including a digital card that has 20 free PSN bucks.
Sort of. You have to work,
at least 10.
To do some work for 10 of them.
You do apparently have to do some work. And they gave us a pin this year too.
A Ghost of Tsushima pin.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Okay, now. In the theater we went to it was a Regal. Theater 4 has a balcony. And to get to the balcony of Theater 4, you walk through wide open doors, up wide open stairs, through wide open doors, and you can sit down. It's a theater where you pick your seat still, like it's not like the new style of picking your seat when you buy your ticket.
Yeah, you don't reserve seats, and this event definitely didn't have reserved seats.
When you go see a film, you can go sit on the balcony. So,
which is cool because they're really good seats and there's more room up there, and people don't really know about it a lot of the time.
So we walk into Theater 4 as we were instructed, and we walk all the way to the front, not the balcony yet. We walk all the way to the front and realize the only seats are the neck-breaking ones right in the front. Yes. So I sit down and Grace doesn't, and I'm like, "Come on, you gotta sit down. Like, you gonna go against the grain here?" And she's like, "You fucking stay here, and I'll text you." And I was like, "She's doing it." So she went, and now let me clarify. When you walked up to the balcony, did you go through open doors, open stairs, through open doors?
Like you said.
Yep.
Yes.
So
it was
she texted
open,
me,
and there was no one up there. So some people were staring at me, and I was like, I gotta hide because they're gonna figure out my secret.
So I get up there. She texts me like, "Get up here now." Fully empty. I get up there. Following behind us is this guy who's like, "I saw you guys and I came running." We are so excited to sit up here. Then a Regal employee comes.
He came to bust our balls.
He's a straight up party pooper, dude. Like, he was like, "I don't know, you guys can't be up here." And I was like,
it's like, dude, we've been to this theater before. I'm pretty sure we can be up here.
Yeah. I would understand if you had...
It's not like it's employee-only space. Like,
yeah. If you had closed the doors,
yeah, they didn't even do that.
That was supposed to be the signal. Don't come in here.
They clearly really messed up on organization for this event, which isn't shocking, and it was very similar to last year where they didn't like when we last year we went into the theater and we asked the front desk, we're like, "Hey, we're here for the Sony Live thing at like 9 tonight," and they're like, "Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about."
Right, and so this one, at least they knew what we were doing there, but they didn't control the crowd well.
Yeah. So and we ended up going to a different theater, which was fine.
This is important. That dude who kicked us out told us go to Theater 10.
Yeah. So we did, which was a smaller theater, and it was also very much empty. But there were some people that found it. So we sat down, and the same same employee comes back.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, man, I don't know who told you guys to come in here." And I was like, "You did."
It was you, sir. It was you.
And he was just like, "Well, I don't know." And they turned the light on kind of like at the bar when it's the end of the night, and we're just like, "Well, we're not going anywhere."
Yeah,
I was like, "Sir, there aren't any more seats in Theater 4." And he was like,
yeah, but there legitimately weren't because people were putting their bags on seats. I understand you need to save your seats for your friends, but guess what? It's not really fun to walk into a half-filled theater and find out all of them are filled because people are just waiting.
Yeah.
And
shocking.
Sure, maybe your friend's in the bathroom or getting some popcorn with nacho cheese on it, but last year, the person next to me had 2 bags in the seats between me and the next person were just 2 bags. And I was like, "Oh, his friends are coming soon." Then the show starts, "Oh, his friends are late." And then the show finishes, "Oh, man, his friends don't give a shit." So,
was that just a seat for your bags?
Yeah, it's not guaranteed that all these seats are actually going to be filled. I think the point was they were trying to fill in all the seats, then fill in the balcony, then fill in Theater 10. Yeah. But lo and behold, eventually Theater 10 filled in, so there was no reason to kick us out of either of them because I bet the balcony also filled in.
Right.
Like, the whole thing was like, are you going to let people in here eventually? Yes, then we're staying. Like, maybe if there was like 15 of us, 20 of us that had done that and it kind of screwed up something somehow, I don't know how it would have.
I mean, I feel bad for the employees. It's not their fault. They're just told certain things, and it's like, well, we're going to rebel against
He's just doing his job, but get fucked. Sorry.
But then we got sat next to the loudest MFer in the room who felt the need to just shout offensive and awful jokes loudly every 30 seconds or so.
The year before, we expected, boy, this is going to suck. A bunch of hashtag gamers being unfunny, being disgusting.
Right.
And then it was a great experience. It was hilarious. Everyone was restrained with their jokes, their shouting.
Mostly restrained, yes.
Mostly restrained.
It was fun.
But it was fun. The crowd experience greatly enhanced the show.
Yeah, that's true.
And I wasn't annoyed. And so this year I've been telling everybody, like, it sounds like it'd be dumb, but actually it's really fun because the crowd's actually good. Well, I guess I ate my foot or whatever the saying is.
Yeah, this year was not so much.
Man, and we really just got unlucky because we had a direct fucking bingo of people that were annoying.
Yeah, and everyone else in the theater was mostly fine. It was really just like that one guy and the guy in front of us.
Was slightly annoying, not as much, but because it was already annoying to be next to this guy, he didn't help. And then there was a guy up in front of him, so that also was like talking too much and too loud about dumb things.
Right.
If it was like, a comedy, like if it was funny stuff, I wouldn't care. But
he was really not funny.
I'm putting this asshole on blast. Actually, the dude next to me, during the Last of Us 2 trailer, they show Ellie, and it's clearly Ellie, and he fucking says, "Oh man, now she's too old for me." Nobody laughed. I shifted in my seat.
I didn't even hear it until you told me later.
It's disgusting. I was gonna vomit. I never, dude, what? And
Yeah.
if he had then not said anything else the rest of the night because he realized, oh, my joke bombed, I should shut up. Well, fine, I'll give it to you. Like,
People
you
like
learned
that
your lesson.
have no self-awareness whatsoever.
Yeah, but that dude didn't shut up.
Yeah.
In fact, I heard him reveling in the idea that he can come here to be an asshole. He was
Right.
like, I love coming to these things. I'd be an asshole. Everybody laughs. No, nobody laughs.
So that was Sony.
That sucked.
That was an experience. But at least we got free stuff. I do like free things.
The crowd at Sony was interesting because they didn't seem to know about the shift in format. And by that, I mean that they were going to really just highlight 4 games.
Right.
Because to get tickets to this thing, you had to go on the blog. And on the blog is where they talked about the shift in format stuff. So it was funny to me when a lot of them reacted negatively, like, what? That's it? Just those games? And even when the little grass field starts waving in the wind for Ghost of Tsushima, which
I
is
kept
clearly
shouting that it was flower.
Yeah. Oh, the annoying guy was like, flower! And then,
not flower.
Shut up! So we gotta stop talking about him. We're giving him what he wants, I guess.
But I just want to say one more thing that he said was fuck 2019 over and over again. Every
yeah.
time a game was coming out in 2019, it was like he was worried that year would never come.
But when Ghost of Tsushima started, people started yelling at the screen like what they think this game was. Like, what could it possibly be? Is it Shenmue 3? Is it a new Tenchu? It's a new Onimusha. Like, hey, dudes, look at the pin they gave you.
Yeah.
It's Ghost of Tsushima. Like, we all know what this is, or we're supposed to. I mean, I feel it backfired on Sony. I don't...
Probably, yeah.
The whole format, the
pacing was just really off,
yeah,
too.
the musical numbers I appreciate, but not necessary.
It was weird.
The cutting back to the talking outside,
yeah,
meh.
And then the next day we had Nintendo, which we just finished watching. Which was interesting. I mean, they basically spent almost the entirety of it on Smash Brothers. They had a couple other reveals that were interesting. They talked about Super Mario Party, which I'm really excited about, and a new Fire Emblem. But other than that, it was almost entirely Smash Brothers, and they went through every single character and what they changed about every single character. Yeah. And I'm really excited. I love Smash Brothers. It's great that they're pushing out a game that has every character from every past iteration in it. So I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
I'm excited too. I don't play Smash, so I kept asking like, why is that significant? Why is that significant? I think it's really cool to do like, hey, it's every character ever.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's gonna be fun. I'm excited to get it.
I'm curious. There was something that happened that you were like, oh, people aren't gonna like that. What was it again? Oh. I'm sure people aren't going to like a lot of things.
I thought it was interesting that they're changing it so that one-on-one battles are going to do more damage to the opponents, and then the 4 battles aren't.
3 or more.
Right. It will be different. It will be different pacing. I think it's interesting. I don't think people aren't going to... I guess I was just like, I wasn't sure how to feel about it. I don't know.
So does it bother you?
No, not really.
Okay.
I don't really care about that stuff.
Yeah, probably a lot to pick apart if you're a Super Smash Bros.
Head. Many people on YouTube are going to upload that trailer and talk about it for 3 hours.
Which, hey, that's awesome, but I'm just going to play as Solid Snake.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, let's get into the co-op games we saw, or...
Yeah, co-op games that we were excited for, co-op games we think down the road we're interested in.
Co-op stuff coming out of E3. Here we go. Okay, the first one I want to talk about, we're just going to go through this list quick. It's really not that big of a list, though it's probably bigger than it has been other years. I feel like there's some pretty good...
I feel like co-op is definitely taking a bigger stance.
Co-op's back, baby!
Co-op is back.
Ooblets is co-op.
Ooblets, I'm so excited.
I'm not sure if I knew Ooblets was co-op.
Wait, it is?
Yeah. Wait, what? I could have sworn... hold on, you talk. I have to Google. Wait a minute.
I didn't see that in the Ooblets trailer. The new trailer looks so cute. I've been following this game for a while, so while Craig looks up if Ooblets is truly co-op or not.
Wait, hold on.
What? Is it co-op? Also, the Ooblets dance battle instead of fight, and I think that's really damn adorable. So I'm really excited to play Ooblets, and also there's a lot of customization, like you can decorate your room, and you can run around and say hi to the lady at the coffee shop, and it just looks overall like a fun, positive, colorful, happy game full of cute things.
I have no idea why I thought it was co-op.
Oh. Well, I was happy to talk about Ooblets anyway.
Yeah,
because I think
I'm
this
not
game's
going to cut this
great.
out because Ooblets is great, but...
It's not
all
co-op.
Right, sorry, guys. At least...
Craig's not doing his job very well, apparently.
Okay, so the other one from Double Fine...
co-op.
Right. It might be. The other one from Double Fine...
I mean, you never know.
The other one from Double Fine was Knights and Bikes, and that one is co-op, so I wonder if I,
maybe
for some reason, was thinking they both were. That game looks cool. I'm excited for that. Do you know about it? Have you seen it before? All right.
We should watch the trailer later.
No. Let's not. I just want to, like, when it eventually comes out, whenever, we'll just start it. I want to see.
Okay.
It seems fine. It seems really cool. Satisfactory. This one came out of the PC Gamer Show, which I haven't totally watched all of yet, so I might miss some stuff co-op wise. Satisfactory. That looks fun. That looks Terraria level.
Oh yeah, the one where you build. Looks like you build machines.
Yeah, you build like factories to deliver packages. I don't know.
Make coffee.
Conveyor belts. Not Terraria in the sense of like necessarily digging through the world, but that type
building
of
stuff together.
Spend hours kind of not doing anything, you know?
Building. Yeah.
Halo Infinite. Now, I don't know if they said definitely co-op, but it's a Halo game. Those
I
are
assume
always
it will
co-op,
be.
right? I'm probably not gonna play that.
Really?
I don't play. What do you mean, really?
You have the Halo Master Chief Collection.
So I could play Halo 1 and play Blood Gulch and then get some Zanzibar action
That's
as well.
all he cares about.
Wolfenstein Youngblood from Bethesda. I'd play it if you decided you wanted to. I don't really care though. Shooters not quite totally my thing.
Anthem's always also co-op. I would count Anthem.
Right. That's not a shooter to me. Because that looks more like,
I guess that game is
a first-person
totally
shooter, I guess. Sorry. Because I can get into third-person shooters way easier for some reason.
Right.
And I don't know what it is about that. We could unpack that another time.
Anthem is definitely co-op.
Yeah, and I'm very excited for that. I'm going to force you to play that.
We'll see.
Because everyone I'm talking to doesn't care about the game. I'm like, but the Iron Man flying.
The Iron Man flying is cool.
Fallout 76. That one is, I feel, the most surprising of all the stuff. Because I didn't expect to be interested in it, and I really think I am.
I am still a little worried though, because the whole thing about having no NPCs makes me feel that there won't be enough story for me possibly. But I think it's worth trying, and I'm excited to give it a shot.
Definitely the way he called it, soft core survival, and kind of alluded to hoping players would almost role play.
Yeah,
it's gonna have a Sea of Thieves vibe. You know me, Dr. Sea of Thieves.
But I'm also worried about the whole idea of players griefing each other, because there is a big building component, which I like. They showed a lot of people's bases, but that means it's going to be the same sort of like Rust or Ark or thing where people come over and just like destroy your shit for no reason.
It would be, and it's only, he said, dozens of people playing. So,
right, he said it would be randomly server based, so you couldn't really pick where you're being placed.
Because like if they had a RP server that kind of had mods on it.
That would be great. I don't know why games don't do that. It bothers me, because it's like, I understand they want to like make it so you feel more equal with everybody, but to me it's annoying. I want to be with players that want to play the game in a similar way that I do.
Right, because in Sea of Thieves, like, you get attacked all the time, and it's very annoying. Right. I'm sure it happens in Rust. It happened in DayZ. But like sometimes you just want to have a beach party.
Yeah,
you know?
Sometimes you just want to sit around and not get killed.
Crackdown 3. I can't imagine I'll ever convince you to play that, but it does have a co-op thing. Though honestly, after watching the trailer, I don't know if I even really want to play anymore. It looks like a 360 game. I don't mean visually, I just mean gameplay, the mechanics. What it is just like, I don't need to do that anymore.
Right.
I've done that. Forza Horizon 4. I was very close to buying Forza Horizon 3. The Hot Wheels pack was the most intrigued I've ever been.
Right.
And then this thing comes along and it's like, we got bikes, motorcycles that do flips, so I'm in. And it's all co-op online, everything. Like, you can just drive around. It's like the crew
stuff.
They made the crew, but with their awesome driving. Forza, I've always liked the way the cars handle. It's simulation enough. It doesn't, like Gran Turismo feels too simulatory to me, whereas Forza always feels like, I could get a hang of it, but it feels difficult.
More like a game.
Yeah.
You don't want it to feel exactly like real driving.
Like even Forza 7 or 8, the normal Forza, the non-Horizons, those are more, in my opinion, the more accurate game, and Horizon's more arcadey, but not by much.
Right.
The Division 2.
Meh.
I mean, that's just Destiny, which is just Anthem, which is just like this type of game.
That's what I mean by all these games that to me feel like the damn same.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure people get mad at me for that. But
no, I mean,
I would try anything, but it's a big commitment to buy a $60 game. That is mostly multiplayer based, so it's like once you're trying it, people aren't into it. It's like, why would you even play it? And then also Tales of Vesperia is the one I am most excited for, because I am a big JRPG player, and this is the one we talked about on another podcast. This is the one like JRPG that's co-op, or at least the one Tales game that's co-op. So I'm excited.
This was the 360 game.
It was a 360 game that never came to America for PlayStation, and also the DLC is now just coming to America. So I'm excited. I'm really excited.
I'm excited to play that. Like, see what that's all about. I don't know anything about that series.
It'll be fun.
I'm sure we touched on it already, and everything we said probably stands.
Right.
The Cuphead DLC, they added Lady Cuphead,
co-op.
Mrs. Mug.
Miss Chalice.
Miss Chalice.
She's so cute.
Yeah, but guess what? I don't want to play
Cuphead.
Battletoads
is co-op.
Battletoads, I'll watch it played and decide, nah, don't want to play it.
I'm just curious to see what they're going to do with it.
I'm just going to put it out there, probably won't play it.
Right.
But for the moment, I'm interested.
Especially if the difficulty is trying to be like, yeah, we're just like the original Battletoads. Like, guess what? That game was not fun.
Just like we said, we don't want to play co-op. I mean, Cuphead. I don't want to play co-op. I'm done.
Fuck co-op.
No, Cuphead. I don't want to play.
Right.
I don't want to play difficult Battletoads.
Yeah.
Jump Force. I know it's probably not co-op, but you can probably team up. I bet there's 2-on-2 battles.
That's true.
But that's my most hype, exciting reveal game this whole E3.
It was pretty fun to like see Naruto against Goku.
Naruto stood up, and I was like, I don't care about this. And all of a sudden, Luffy stands up. I was like, wait, what? And then Goku stands up, and then somebody else I don't remember, right? Frieza?
Yeah, no, Vegeta and Frieza.
I thought there was another one. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Mewtwo.
Yeah, Mewtwo's in there probably.
No.
And so that was just cool to see, and I was glad it wasn't just a 2D fighting game, like on a 2D plane. It was like, it looked like the Gundam Breaker games. And then they showed Light Yagami and Ryuk, so
from Death Note.
Fuck, that's cool. I'm just very interested in that right now.
It sounds cool.
Dying Light 2.
Mm-hmm.
The parkour in Dying Light 1 is so fun, and I really like that game. It felt like a sleeper hit, sort of. I know it did well enough, I think, but a lot of people didn't seem to play it. I'm excited about that. I don't know if the change that they were hyping isn't that interesting to me.
Oh, like changing the world and
like
stuff?
When they were like, you can make decisions that alter the world. I don't want to. I just want to run around and jump on things. Gears of War 5 was announced. That's probably generally co-op, right?
Generally.
I think. At least has the wave based.
Yeah, but most
mode.
of the time they have like this, you can go through story mode co-op. We're not sure, but we can probably assume that pretty safely.
Yeah. But that's one I'll definitely probably not play. I've never played any Gears of War.
I have played it before, and I've played it co-op, and it's just not my thing.
Gears versus Halo, which would you be more interested if we were to pick one? Yeah,
definitely Halo. Okay. I've had more fun playing Halo co-op. I used to play with my brother, and it was more fun.
They showed off the Sea of Thieves DLC, and the biggest news to come out of that is crabs. Now, I will say, though...
I would not say that's the biggest news.
I will say, though, they showed crabs in the other trailer, and they didn't add them. So are the crabs in or not, Rare? Are the crabs in or not?
Okay. Get over it.
They did add rowboats. That was one thing that we've really been asking for with the crew I play with. Because you want to be able to leave your boat the fuck away and quickly get somewhere else.
Okay,
the big boat takes so long to boot up and move.
Right.
You want to be able to get...
Now starting, big boat.
Yeah. Elder Scrolls Online stuff, I don't remember what it was. It was like it was a new expansion stuff, right?
Yeah.
We are going to play that at some
point. I want to try it.
Yeah.
As part of our MMO series.
Which we haven't started yet.
Yeah, we have. Secret World Legends and Guild Wars 2, man.
God, that's a great series.
Unravel 2, which is out, which we're going to play.
Oh, yeah, it's out.
It's out, and we're going to play it.
Look to that probably soon-ish.
Yeah, I would think so. Once we run out of games right now, we're going to do that next. Nintendo had a bunch of stuff that's normally co-op, with, just going back to, like, Minecraft has local co-op. They were talking about, they put that in a montage. Super Mario Party, I guess you could consider sometimes co-op.
Can you, in any Mario Party, play with teams?
I think you can, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Not where it's like, I know sometimes the mini games are 2-on-2,
I'm
but
pretty sure.
I would love a game that Mario Party where you could be a team.
Overcooked 2 is also co-op, I think that's
Pokemon Let's Go. I don't know if we've gotten to talk about that yet.
Yeah. We haven't really.
Right.
They announced that earlier in the month. But they talked they touched a little bit on it this direct, but we all kind of knew. But yeah, we're really excited to try a Pokemon game that's co-op. This is the first ever, and I'm sure the co-opness is probably going to be limited. That's what I'm getting that feeling. But it's still fun.
Dude, for some reason, the simple Pokemon games, Pokepark Wii, even like Pokemon Snap, they're very simple games, but I really love them because it's just like, I'm excited to sit on the couch with you and we throw our fucking Pokeballs at the screen and it's like, yeah, we got a Mew. No. That's a hard one to get.
Yeah, apparently that's what they announced on the direct, was that Mew comes with every Pokeball like accessory for the Switch, which is funny. They really want people to buy that.
Yeah, which is sort of a bummer because I still play Pokemon Go, which I just caught a Luvdisc, by the way, a shiny Luvdisc on the day of the Sony conference. God, what a glorious day! But they announced you can they announced you can buy the Pokeball controller thing, and you'll get a Mew. And it's like, I just spent the last month working on this quest line to get a Mew.
Whatever.
It just like couldn't have been like
a sand
like something Sand Slash. Beyond Good and Evil 2, I think we touched on. That's co-op.
Yeah, we did.
I'm excited for that. Damon Ex Machina. The intro to the Nintendo Direct was that
right.
mechs slashing bigger mechs
It was
thing.
kind of, they didn't say, but it was
I think
coded
at the end
as
it said
co-op.
co-op though.
Oh, it did?
I thought it did.
I don't know. It was
But
coded
I did
as
think
co-op in the
Ooblets
marketing.
had co-op and was wrong. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm totally wrong, but they did the thing where they show a guy running and then another one runs
and
next to him.
another guy comes in, right.
And it's like, that's got to be a person.
Co-op.
And other than that, Skull and Bones, I think, is that pirate Ubisoft game.
Is it co-op?
It's always online, I think they were
okay.
saying, so you could just team up.
So Sea of Thieves 2. That's cool.
Not Sea of Thieves at all.
Oh, my bad.
Starlink Battle for Atlas.
Is that co-op?
It's multiplayer of some kind.
Oh.
I'm just excited. I'm
That's
not really
that's a
that
weird
excited.
little game.
This is what I mean when I say about like limited run. I like to collect weirder things. This is so dumb, but I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I know it's not going to be like this
I like
game.
that fox is in it. That's fun.
I'm going to get that little fox model and or the R-Wing.
Yeah. They also, I mean, you could say Just Dance 2019, which I kind of want to get because I used to play Just Dance.
Is there duo dancing?
Always,
like, you both
man.
Have to,
There's always
you both
duo
have to be
dancing.
in sync with the rhythm.
They're called duets.
Yeah. Overkill's The Walking Dead.
What?
We've been waiting on that. People have known about this for a while. I don't know why. If
When
it was
did
a
they
trailer
talk
or not.
about
PC
Overkill?
Gamer Show.
Oh.
And it's gonna be co-op because we've known that.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't think I'll play it. I don't really like The Walking Dead.
Me neither.
So did we say Smash? Did we count Smash as co-op? Okay. I guess that's kind of everything. I'm sure we're
There's
missing
your
a few.
co-op game roundup.
Yeah.
So, if you're looking for games coming out that were talked about, these are the ones. I mean, not for a while, some of them.
There's other stuff coming already that we already knew about. So
Right.
I think overall for co-op, for a grade for the co-opness of E3, a lot of co-op stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
What are
just
you
glad
most
to
excited
see,
for?
I'm just glad to see co-op back in action more. I feel like at least last generation, probably because of hardware limitations, I think there wasn't that much co-op really.
Right. Or I just think they don't know that people are interested or not. It just depends on the trend.
Right.
Right now, it's Battle Royale, co-op, and multiplayer online only
Always
games.
online shit,
Yeah.
which is just such a bummer.
I'm not a big fan of those
'Cause
either.
Yeah, whatever. Games that I can not play again, right?
Right.
Like they can go away and be
Right,
done
right.
forever is such a sad thing.
Yeah.
What am I most excited for? Let's see. Session, the skateboarding video game from the Xbox conference. A lot of people online reacted to it as if it was a bait and switch and because it wasn't Skate 4. I agree in the sense that, yeah, I guess it's not a good look. And I can see now it probably hurt Session a little bit. But I hope Microsoft like kind of backs Session a little bit. I don't know if I've ever talked about it here. I probably haven't. The controls for that game are very weird. I don't have to get super into it, but you turn with the triggers. Pull the left trigger, he turns left. Pull the right trigger, he turns right. And that's so counterintuitive to how you play every other video game ever that it's actually too hard for me. I backed the game, so I've been playing the demo for a while. It's like too hard for me. Like I can't get my brain to wrap around it. Now I could probably get over that, but I guess that's kind of my most hype thing because it's skateboarding.
I think for me, it's going to be Tales of Vesperia. I'm really excited about. And Tunic, which was this little Xbox One exclusive game with the fox, and he has a sword, and it's very Legend of Zelda-ish kind of thing. And it's made by one developer, and that looks adorable, very much up my alley. Like immediately when the fox shows up with a sword, I was like, okay, I'm in. I'll buy this game.
Yeah.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed to know.
Right now, my brain's in co-op mode. I'm only thinking of the ones we just mentioned.
Do you not remember Tunic?
No.
Oh.
I remember Tunic. I'm trying to think of anything else. Am I missing something that's like a single? Oh, Spider-Man. Oh, wait. All of Sony. I'm very hyped.
Oh, yeah. Ghost of
I'm
Tsushima
very
looks
hyped
great.
for all of Sony's
Last
games.
of Us looks like something I would want to play.
The Spider-Man looks cool. It's funny because on our bingo boards, you can see them on our Twitter. We do we do those dumb E3 bingos. I was like,
Our Twitter is at Saves Together, by the way.
Yeah, go there and follow.
Go to our Twitter. We do basically all our announcements on there.
One of my things on the bingo board was another relatively unknown bad guy is in Spider-Man because Mr. Negative, to me at least, is not a very well-known character. And then the trailer's just every known Spider-Man guy ever. That's it. Like it was exactly everybody you'd think it would be. So that was funny to me. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima from Sony is my most excited because it looks the most cinematic and like
it looks really awesome.
When they line up. Going back to the crowd really quick, when they were lining up to do their little duel, people were kind of like not like there was booze at the screen or something, but it was just like no one was like, "Whoa, this is awesome!" But it was.
They were waiting for someone to chop off an arm or something.
Yeah, they really loved violence.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah, But that was such a cool moment when they're standing and staring at each other like this is samurai cinema to a T. You know, winds blowing, leaves are going in between them. God, I'm excited for that.
It's gonna be good. So that was E3 2018.
That was E3 2018. Did you say 19?
I said 18. Oh. I almost said 19.
Okay. That was E3 2018, and it's all a bunch of commercials. So
don't take it too seriously. Have fun.
Seriously, have some fun.
But also, feel free to analyze too. That's always good.
Analyze, but don't be pissed. Don't leave
if you're
E3.
Pissed about, validate people's feelings, Craig.
No, I'm not gonna validate sadness about stuff that doesn't matter.
Some things do matter, like representation.
You can be pissed about very serious stuff like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yes, be pissed about that stuff. I just meant if they didn't announce Goku and Smash.
Oh, yeah.
So
don't be pissed about Goku.
Or the format of Sony's was stupid. Like, yeah, it was. Get over it. Like,
right.
Anyways,
move on with your life.
Grace, take us out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's go home.
All right, we're leaving. We're gonna get some taquitos. See you guys later.
Wait,
bye.
Where do they follow it? Where do they follow us? I know we said
Saves
it, but
Together on Twitter. We also have an Instagram, Saves Together, and you can like us on Facebook, Saves Together.
But what about YouTube?
And also on YouTube. We don't have a URL yet, but you can search it, Saves Together.
And if you do follow us, it'll help us get closer to getting a URL.
Absolutely.
So
because apparently you need 100 subscribers.
Yeah, they changed that. That sucks, but it makes sense.
So yes, follow us on all those platforms because you love us and cherish us, and we love you and cherish you.
I love you and cherish you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.